how to improve your kite performance for big jumps with bridle settings, or at least how not to reduce it by mistake. Let's have a look at what you're actually changing when tuning the bridles. Hi guys, let's start with the most important setting for big air performance, which is bar pressure options, which can be changed on the wingtips. Most people think it is just a way to adjust how heavy the bar is. Like, harder setting gives you heavier bar pressure with clear feeling of what the kite is doing in the sky, and easier setting is more relaxed steering, however with less feedback on the bar. So if we don't need much bar feedback for a straight jump, why don't we just set it to super easy to simplify the steering, right? Actually not, because this setting changes the leverage of your steering line input. Let's say this is the maximum of line travel when you steer your kite. If you apply it to the tip of the wing, it gives you a certain amount of kite steering response. But if you apply the same amplitude to somewhere closer towards the pivot center, it will cause wider angle of kite response. However, with more efforts needed from your muscles to provide it. The same angle of your bar when you steer the kite will create more steering input on a kite set to harder setting, forcing it to turn more aggressively when you send it for the jump. Since the power range is also affected by that setting, the same amount of bar travel when you shoot in or out also results in wider range of possible angles of attack. It means you can depower your kite more on approach and create more lift as you pull the bar in on takeoff. So for big air, I should definitely recommend harder steering settings. The group of freestyle wave adjustment knots is usually understood even less than wingtip settings. A section of bridle can be connected to different points on the leading edge. In general, what it does, it permanently changes the arc of the kite from more arc on freestyle setting to less arc in wave mode, and also the angle of attack from more angle on freestyle setting to less angle on wave, subsequently changing kite positioning in the wind window. So in wave mode, it will sit closer to the edge of the wind window, giving less power, and vice versa in freestyle mode. I will release a video on deeper understanding of wind window theory, so subscribe to my channel to make sure you won't miss it. So in freestyle mode, sharper angle of attack puts the kite towards the center of the wind window, creating more strong and constant power, while on wave setting, angle of attack is reduced, the kite has less arc, staying more flat and flying closer to the edge of the window, having less power and looping softer. Choosing between freestyle, all-around or wave setting depends on your skills. Freestyle setting will give you more solid power on approach to a jump. The kite will fly to 12 faster, since it will sit deeper in the wind window. But if your stance isn't strong enough, you will get less vertical jump. You must be able to resist the pull by using powered up stance, which I teach you in my videos like the way of advanced kiter. It is a complicated skill, and it is the most important one to learn in your kite career. Check out the description for more details. Remember, usually the power is not a problem, while controlling that power can be an issue. Freestyle setting is only for those of you who are really confident in controlling the power. All-around setting will be more forgiving. However, if you are still experiencing problems with resisting the pull before takeoff, or you want your hand loops to be more soft with less risk of hard pull, I would recommend wave setting. Wave setting is named Tight Loop on XR Pro Kite, so I'm using it myself sometimes to learn kite loop tricks, and I wouldn't say I suffer from lack of power because of it. To recap, for higher jumps, you should definitely go for harder bar pressure settings. If you want to squeeze all the power from your kite, also switch to freestyle mode. And if you are still learning to handle the power or try new kite loop stuff, try wave settings. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episodes.